Thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners, proudly brought to you by One Equine. We've got a 9-race program here at Albion Park on Saturday night. Overall, it's a really well-balanced program. I think there's something for everyone. Hopefully there's a winner or two to be found. We've been able to track down Narissa McMullen and Matt Elkins. Hopefully they can steer us into a winner or two. Let's hear what they've got to say. Narissa McMullen now joins us to go through her runners on Saturday night and her own drives as well. Narissa, appreciate the time.
Thanks, Chris.
Race 1, number 12, Pocket the Cash. You produced this guy fresh up from Perth. He obliterated his rivals, ran good time. You've popped him into this first race on Saturday night with a concession claim, so young Nathan Rothwell gets the drive. What can we expect second up?
Really happy with him. I do really like him, but it's going to be a pretty hard task from gate 12.
Did he surprise you in any way, shape or form with that first up victory?
He sort of surprised me going into that first trial at how good he went, and I've had a bit of an opinion of him since then, and his work's been really good, so I was expecting him to run a good race first up, and yeah, he did it pretty easy.
Okay, he had gate 7 there and he was able to push forward, find the lead. So the obvious question is he just a leader or can he come from behind? How do you think he's going to measure up?
I think he is pretty versatile. Just watching his races from over in Western Australia, he was able to come from behind, so I guess we'll find out Saturday night, but no, I'm sure there's no reason why he can't.
No doubt you're hoping for tempo with this race on Saturday night. Just looking at that front row, you might get it as well. Like Big Skewy, Matt, seems like he's, not likely to hold them deep early if they run the arm. Dark Terror, Despondent, Rocks or Diamond. So if you get that good tempo, that's certainly going to help your cause.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully a few go hard early, and that'll definitely help him.
Okay, Nathan Rothwell, he doesn't live far from you, so he's almost a neighbour. How do you rate his driving?
No, he's doing a really good job. Getting plenty of winners, and horses seem to run really well for him, so hopefully he can get the job done Saturday.
All right, excellent stuff there. What about race 2, Shadow Minister? This is your drive here for trainer Ronnie Salas. Going well. The first up win at Redcliffe was good, and then last time out at Albion Park, he was just as good, finishing 5th. He comes up with a nice draw here. Do you rate him here?
Yeah, he's going really well. We just need to sort of probably slide across and get a bit of cover and let him finish off like he does.
Is Big Shadow the standout horse or the hardest to beat despite drawing gate 10?
Yeah, definitely. He's flying.
Okay, but Shadow Minister, early speed, he can run the gate, and just looking at that front row, there's no real standout beginner there, is there?
No, there's not. Yeah, we'll just sort of see where we end up early, have a little look, and then sort of look for some cover, and no, I think he'll run a good race.
Okay, so if he settles nice and handy, they'll know he's there at the end.
Definitely, yeah.
All right. Race number 3. You've got the 2 runners here in this mare's race. Merry Dancer drawn gate 3, Arco 10. I asked Matty before, was it a tough choice for you to go Merry Dancer over Arco, or did the barrier draw, make it easy for you?
I don't think Matty gave me a choice. He's been wanting to drive on Arco, and I think he will really suit us, so yeah, hopefully.
Well, that's what he said, so you're in line together. But with Merry Dancer, she's not out of this race and she's a go-forward type.
No, she's real consistent and tries hard. She's got good early speed, so we'll light her up early and see where we end up.
You do have speed drawn to your inside, so it could be a little tricky early?
Yeah, it could be. If we don't get across, probably look for some cover, but no, she's going well. She actually raced Tuesday and went good, so I think she can run a good race.
Okay. If you are looking for cover, it may come from Arco. With Arco drawn directly behind you and Matty driving, I don't think he's going to sit for long.
No, probably not. She's a horse that sort of goes well when you do drive her aggressive too. She was really good last start and just keeps improving every start, so I think she'll run a good race.
Yeah, she's returned in really good form this prep, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has. Just makes it so hard, drawing bad every week with the mares races drawn on rating, but she's doing a really good job.
Yeah, she's the class runner of this field. Do you reckon this race is a little easier in comparison to last week?
Possibly. She was good last week, just sort of got out sprinted that last little bit, so I think she can go well.
If she happens to win, and with Matty sort of forcing his sort of case to say, put me on Arco, and he gets the job done, will he let you know about it?
Yeah, he will.
Okay.
So the pressure's on him. At least
Yeah.
you can turn around and say, well, I prepared it to perfection, so anyone could have driven her to score. So we'll wait and see there on race 3. What about race 4? This is a high-quality trot race. My Ultimate Eddie, he hasn't started since the Group 1 Grade Square. Barrier 1, 1 mile. What are you sort of hoping for here?
He's a horse that sort of just has good natural early speed. I think he'll just sort of run the gate himself and should have a pretty good trip from the 1. So I think he can run a really good race. He follows speed well and yeah, can finish off good.
Okay, they were toying with the possibility of sending him to Melbourne for a Vicbred campaign. They've elected to keep him here in Queensland. Just looking at this field, this is a deep race though, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a few real nice horses in it. The trot races are getting stronger and stronger here, which is really good to see.
Okay, so you're expecting a forward showing from My Ultimate Eddie, but whatever he does, there's obviously going to be more improvement to come.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Race 6 again for Mark Rees. Gwyneth P. Is she bursting to win a race?
Yeah, she's really consistent, always running quick last halves and making good ground. I guess she's just sort of the horse that has to be driven a little bit conservatively, which makes things a bit tricky, but as soon as she gets a draw, she'll be winning.
Okay. Does she just lack that yard of early gate speed?
Yeah, she doesn't have a real lot of gate speed, and I think she's sort of better if you don't use her, so we'll just tuck her away early and let her finish off well.
All right, race 7. I'm keen to get your thoughts here on your own horse, Last Time Joe. Barrier 1, he's going super. Is this his race to lose?
He's going good, but he just doesn't have brilliant early speed, so probably depends where we end up. I'm hoping he's got enough to muster just sort of to hold the back of the leader. Yeah, I think he will get crossed early.
Okay, so what are you looking at, King of Trumps or Jagara?
Yeah, I think probably King of Trumps. He's got pretty good speed, which I'd be happy sort of sitting behind him. I think he'll run a good race if he can hold the back of it.
Right. His last couple of runs have been excellent. That win 2 starts ago came as no surprise. He was most unlucky 3 runs ago. Were you happy with what he did last week?
Yeah, I set him a bit of a task over the 2100 and he got a bit keen, but yeah, he stuck on really well.
Okay. He's been a good find for the stable, hasn't he?
Yeah, super. He just keeps improving all the time.
How many more do you think he can win here at Albion Park?
I never write him off. Every time we sort of think he's maybe on his mark, he just keeps getting better. So yeah, I'll never write him off.
Okay, good chance there Last Time Joe. Here's another really good chance. Race 8, number 9, Our Fire and Delight. This seems a perfect race for her. She's got a nice trailing draw, a last starter winner, so she comes into this race full of confidence.
Yeah, the draw really suits her. I think just sort of hold her up for that one last run. That's sort of the way to drive her, and she's really quick. So, you know, just if everything works out well, I think she can win.
Do you think the main danger's Bonnie's Dance to your outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think this race will generate tempo?
Yeah, I think there could be a little bit of speed there, which I hope there is, because that'll suit her.
All right. Well, she's certainly going well, no question about that. Good book of drives for you there on Saturday night, and your owner on a pocket the cash there in race 1 with Nathan Rothwell driving looks a leading chance. Which one are you most looking forward to?
I think Our Fire and Delight's probably my best chance.
Okay, race 8, number 9, Our Fire and Delight. As always, Narissa, appreciate the time, and we'll see you trackside.
Thanks, Chris.
Matty Elkins jumps in the hot seat to go through his book of drives, and he's got a busy night in front of him this weekend. 9 races, 7 drives, or 7 starters for Matty, and he joins us now. Matt, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris. Pleasure as always.
We've got Big Skewy, race 1, number 1. He was a recent scratching from a meeting here just in the last fortnight. Is everything right to go this weekend?
Yeah, foot seems okay, and his track work suggests it may have been holding him back for a little bit there. He's sort of stepped his work up and feels quite good at home.
Okay, his recent form is spectacular. He's chasing 3 straight victories, and those past 2 performances, they've been outstanding.
Yeah, they have. You know, you can't sort of fault anything he's done the last month. He sort of likes to roll along and just keep rolling, he does.
Okay, so it's 2,138 metres here on Saturday night, but it doesn't matter with him whether it's a mile, 2,100, 3,200, he'll run any trip.
No, I actually want to get some longer ones. I reckon he'd love it.
Okay, so with Barrier 1, looking at that front line, how does he stack up gate speed-wise?
I think it's ugly, to be honest. You know, last time from 1 he walked off and we were able to get off the fence, but he did leave pretty good from 2100 start, 3 starts ago. We're just going to have to, hopefully that's the key to him, the 21 start. But in saying that, it is a pretty quick front line also.
Okay, what are the obvious ones there? Is it Despondent and Rocks or Diamonds out in 6?
Yeah, obviously Dark Terror is a horse that normally pushes forward. Its gate speed's probably a little unknown, but Despondent's pretty electric early, and everyone knows Rocks or Diamonds loves to leave pretty hard, touchdown and take a sit. So, you know, there may be a few tactics there with people letting it clear and then driving on, which probably doesn't work out well for us.
Okay, so if you are Cross, you're keen to get off the fences as quickly as possible?
Yeah, if the opportunity arises like last time, I'd say we would do that. But it is his first run for 2-3 weeks now, and although he's working good at home, I just know the horse so well, and he seems to race better after a couple of hard races also.
Okay, well, he's a terrific chance, no question about that. Big Skewy, race 1, number 1. What about this horse in race 2 that you're driving for Taylor Gillespie? Rockney N, you used him hard off the arm last time out, and he fought on terrifically. What are the expectations with Rockney N this weekend?
It's an ugly draw out in 6, but there's sort of no standout in this field, I don't think, and equal to that, it's probably hard to map what the leader is. So I'll probably have a decision to make there on the gate, as we have a feel for him and what's going forward, you know. But if the chance arose to get him forward again, we may look for that option.
Were you at all surprised with the way he stuck on after being used off the gate last start?
No, I think a couple of times I've probably been a bit casual on him and let him do his own thing. And I know previously, before coming to Queensland, he sort of liked to get out and run and keep running. So I don't think it sort of matters how hard he's going. I think it sort of suits him and he'll keep sort of whacking away.
Okay, so there's a chance that you could just adopt that same tactic, just light him up and let him run again?
There always is when I'm driving, but no, if the chance is there, I'd say we would look to get him forward this week.
Okay, well, that's Rockney in there in race 2. What about in race 3? You've picked up the drive here on Arco. Now, first and foremost, Narissa's got 2 runners here, Merry Dancer and Arco. Were you surprised that she opted for Merry Dancer over Arco?
Oh, I've been begging for the drive on Arco for a while now. I think I gave her a couple of trials there when we first got her, and this is my first race drive, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, she's the class runner of this field.
Yeah, she's sort of been thereabouts ever since she's found her way to the stable, and sort of with the mares' races being drawn on class, she's sort of given away a start every week and trying to overcome bad barriers, but she's been racing full of heart and going well, so hopefully we get some luck this week.
Okay, she's drawn to follow out behind Merry Dancer, who's a go-forward type, so I'm tipping you'll take no prisoners early here. I think you'll be punching through as quickly as possible.
You're starting to understand me. But no, you know, you've either got to be forward or on the fence at Albion, so either one of those options, and you know, maybe we'll let them go hard early and maybe look to put her in the race at some stage anyway.
Were you guys happy with the effort last week when second?
Yeah, she sort of was in front all the way by the post when she parked out. She is going to pick one of these races up soon.
Yeah. Do you reckon this is just a little easier than last week?
Yeah, it's probably not over the top, and they're all pretty even, and I'd say drawing 10's nearly better than drawing out wide off the front also.
Okay, so you're looking forward to Arco, race 3. What about in race 4? I'm sure you're looking forward to this one as well. Majestic Lavros, I've spoken to you on radio about this guy. He's looked good in the recent trials. Here he is, mobile start race, aiming towards the Inter-Dominion Trot Series at the end of the year. What are you expecting on Saturday night?
Yeah, well, obviously the mobile's a bit unknown. He's had the 2 stand start trials and been awesome. We come up to the mobile this week with the stand not going ahead last week, but you know, the way he sort of feels and sensible wise, I don't think it should be any dramas. Okay,
so this wasn't plan A. He was nommed for that race last week.
Yeah, I mean, he may have gone around this week also, but you know, the 2 lead-up trials were aimed at that 2,600 metre stand last week.
Okay, those trials, the most recent trial, that last half, he was just explosive. It's rare to see trotters do what he did, but he looks so comfortable doing it.
Yeah, a lot of my paces can't go that fast.
So, are we talking about a serious trotter here? His overall record's really good. He's an 8-year-old. He's no spring chicken, but he's lightly raced, so he's obviously got immense ability.
Yeah, he does, you know. And it's probably more even this week at the mobile, but you know, he's got plenty of ability and couldn't be happy with the horse. But as we've seen in the trot races over the last sort of 6 to 12 months in Queensland, they're all so even, and once you start giving handicaps away, you do need things to go your way.
Okay, looking at the main dangers here, are they numbers 7, 8 and 9? Funny Face in terrific form. She's won 4 of the last 5. Sugar and Spice, feature race place recently, and Sir Fahrenheit, a runner-up his last 2.
Yeah, you can't sort of fault any of those ones. It's probably a good thing Sugar and Spice comes off the back row because she's sort of had the mile mobiles at her mercy over the past few months.
Okay, so whatever he does on Saturday night, there's obviously going to be more improvement to come, but you're hoping that he might be able to stack up for an Inter-Dominion campaign.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's what we're all hoping for at this time of year with the Inter-Dominion in your own backyard. You know, you're all looking for that horse that, you know, you can put around the heats and hopefully make a final with.
Are Taylor and Sean happy with him?
Yeah, you know, they haven't given me one bad signal with the horse and they really like him, so that's a big thing.
Okay. Race 5, you've got one of your own going around here, American Outlaw. 2,138 metres. How did you sort of gauge him last week when third?
He's going well, the horse, but just sort of lacking a killer blow at the end, I find. You know, they're going 52 miles and he's sort of had to leave a helmet probably earlier than he needs to at his last couple and sort of just weakened the last little bit, you know, but he still raced well last start. We've just sort of upped his work a little bit, trying to get that last 100 out of him to be as good as how he moves down the back anyway. Okay.
Is he just a miler or you're confident that he can run out a strong 2,100?
I always thought he was a miler, but, you know, that run behind one of Bill Crosby's good ones here in 52.9 suggests he can get the trip.
Yeah.
A lot of it depends on, if he draws the front row, he's sort of a bit of a passenger early on. I sort of would rather him draw the second row over 2,100, but, you know, with only the small field, hopefully we can put him on a helmet pretty quickly.
Okay. Small field, it looks a little sticky on paper, the draw, but the fact that it is a small field, he's not going to be far away.
No, I think that's the key for him.
Okay, so you're hoping for a genuine tempo with American Outlaw. What about in race number 7, Prince Joy? Speaking of Taylor and Sean Gillespie, this guy's going super. It's only a matter of time before he wins one, but it probably doesn't look kind because of the draw here.
Yeah, no, he never puts in a bad one, old Prince Joy. He's a stable favourite of Sean and Taylor's, you know. He's going well, and the draw's not a help, but, you know, as long as he gets solid tempo, he's normally running into the money.
Okay, is there any chance that you can get to the fence here, or you're happy to stay in the moving line?
You know, 3 fences there, we normally take that. It's 4 fence, you sort of weigh up your options, but, you know, fence is gold unless you're putting him into the race early.
Okay, do you think this race will generate tempo? Last time Joe Drawn won, he might have the speed to lead, so they should roll along?
Yeah, if he has the speed to lead, but I think if you may have a little look at him there early and that could generate tempo.
Okay, and race number 8 on Saturday night, you're driving for your dad here, Sea Lover. She's having no luck with draws. She's out here in gate 7. It's only a mile, but class-wise, she's one of the better performed mares in this race. So is she a chance?
Yeah, we've sort of said it every week. She's sort of going better than it looks, and 2 starts ago at Redcliffe, you know, we run a 27.5 first quarter. She parked out, got beat 3 metres. Couldn't have done much more, and last week she was back last, stayed last and followed him around. But I think with gate 7 and doesn't look to be a real class runner in this race, I think we might fold our arms up early here and press on and make it a staying contest.
Okay, so a bit of a push there for Sea Lover, because if she does go forward and, you know, gets there fairly easy without spending too much juice, she's going to be very competitive here.
Yeah, I just think, you know, she may lose a little interest back in the field, or she mightn't have the best turn of foot or quickest change-up speed. So I think if we can make it genuinely run, that'll be her go.
Would you say the main dangers are off the second row, Our Fire and Delight, Bonnie's Dance?
Yeah, they probably look the best too.
Okay. It's a good book of drives for you on Saturday night. Which one are you most looking forward to?
You know, looking forward to Majestic Lavros, obviously, after his trials, but we might make Arco our best winning hope.
I would have been disappointed if you didn't say Arco after the push you gave us early. So race 3, number 10, Arco. Hey, Matty, as always, appreciate the time, and we'll see you trackside.
No worries. Thanks, Chris.
As always, a big thanks to both Narissa and Matt, and we wish them the very best of luck. They've got some good chances there coming through on Saturday night. Time now to find a winner or two, a good thing or two, and I think right in the middle of the program, race 5, number 7, Deus Ex. He was a real eye-catcher last time out. This looks a really winnable race for him. He's going to strip fitter. Small field is going to suit. He's got options. He's got the man of the moment driving. Nathan Dawson, number 1 driver in the country. Jack and Tara Butler prepare. He's going well. He's a son of changeover, as we know. He stands here in Queensland. It all points to Deus Ex. Race 5, number 7. That's my good thing for Saturday night. A 9-race program. We kick off at 5:47. Looking forward to this card on Saturday night. Looking forward to seeing you trackside, and that first race, as I said, not far away, 5:47. That's Weekend Winners for this weekend.